Good afternoon. My day's been a little hectic. I would have rather got on here a few minutes before 2 o'clock, but let's see what we're working with. Okay. Cool. Draw on liquidity. So we came down and we're now right in this cluster of like new week opening gaps. It's a little, it's not ideal, but we took this hourly low. So we just took this low on the hourly. It's pretty significant low. When we did it, we came up here, rallied, bounced off of what is this hourly fair value gap. I've liked to see how the price has been in this. As you can see on the lower time frames, like the 5-minute and the 15-minute, it's been respecting, price has been respecting it. So we came up to this hourly fair value gap right here, used as an inversion again to send price lower. I will say that I think we moved a decent amount for the day. You know, that the trade this morning was really after this sweep of buy side, these equal highs, the trade was playing it to the sell side liquidity and this new week opening gap low. So that was kind of the main draw on liquidity for the day today, in my opinion. If we look at the daily, yeah, so the real trade today was targeting these daily lows. Since we already took that, we'll see what we have to work with. Kind of noticing how we came down, formed this little order block, seemed to just touch it, tap into it right here. If we continue to I'm going to watch and see if we start showing some like bullish structure. If we were to get below these new week opening, these lows, and go through these new week opening gaps, the next low, we'd probably be looking at this for sell side. And then possibly this. This is a zone that ICT called out specifically a few days ago. He said he'd eventually expect it to be down there. It seems like we're working our way down there, especially on the higher time frame. So again, I'm kind of looking to the hourly. We took these intermediate term highs, swept it here, and that was what kind of finally sent us down. I would like to see us below this low. I think if we get below this low right here on the hourly, we do have a lot of room to go down. So just watching that. If you can kind of see, we have this breaker structure on the hourly, this high, low, higher, high. We came down, so this right here, it seems like that's what we're kind of wicking around right now. Right there. It's like this hourly breaker structure. Looking at the 15-minute. So I like this high because it took out our lunch buy side. So that gives me confidence in some downside setups / if we were to take this high, I would be more interested in long setups because there's no way. Because this is the liquidity sweep right here. Or after lunch liquidity sweep. then this low was made right at 1. I feel like it's been doing that a lot lately. It's been between 1 and 2. It just knocks out buy side and sell side of lunch. Okay, so price seemed to behave well off of this order block. Nah, see, this is why you don't hop on late. This is why you make sure. 'Cause that's a pretty decent silver bullet right above an order block. I like how strong price is. It's showing a real willingness to go up. I need a check NQ. We had an SMT divergence right here, which makes sense. Is why ES is the leader to the buy side. Nasdaq didn't take that high, didn't sweep liquidity there. I would enter. I'd like to see how an order block or fair value gap forms here. This is a little haphazard. I'm doing this a little rushed, but put my stop below. Let's see what we got. If we do come down and take these lows, we can use it as like a breaker structure. Just going for some little scalps. I do kind of think this is why you probably shouldn't do it so haphazardly. I do want to look at the highs and lows on NASDAQ compared to ES, because I think ES right now is leading me to think more downside. There's a few SMT divergences happening. On NASDAQ, we had a lower low here. That didn't happen on ES, but ES swept this high, which NASDAQ didn't sweep those lunch highs. Yeah, so I have the stop right here because it's just below this original fair value gap. We'll see. I also have to pay attention to the dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar. That entry was a little rushed. That was a rushed entry. But we're doing this on a demo. We also have these other order blocks too. So if this is an order block and we come down and touch it, this could be viewed as a propulsion block. So we have the fair value gap. These down close candles were above this new week opening gap. I like this as a stop. Kind of watching NASDAQ. We're going to have to pay attention to these higher highs and higher lows because I just hopped on, so I wasn't really able to gauge market structure as a whole. We have the dollar that looks like it's rising. Yeah, it's funny. I outlined this hourly bearish breaker, and then I come in here and try and take a long. But I thought the setup was decent. Just to kind of maybe run another high. I feel like this is a setup too that if we come down and hit the stop, it's a strong narrative that we're off sides, and I'd be comfortable then going short. I wasn't too surprised seeing us come down and close below this. I think this fair value gap really is the tell, just because you can see we reacted off of it. I said this was a little haphazard of an entry because I just logged on. It's just like I took the first fair value gap, but we'll see. Dollar looks like it's kind of rising a little bit. Tapping into that order block. Okay, I want to see it close below that. Watching this rising dollar. Just gonna take these off so I can see a little better. Watching the dollar, seeing how aggressive it wants to come up. I'm gonna move this just right there so it's above this fair value gap. Trying to be patient here. I like the way this 1 hour chart is looking. You can see the body's respecting the breaker, the hourly breaker. We have Fed Powell speaking tomorrow though, so Wouldn't be surprised if we see some. I don't know what he's speaking on. It's not like an FOMC press conference, but if he's speaking anywhere, they usually put it on the economic calendar. But I want to see. Price might act a little sloppy leading up to him speaking. It's the afternoon session before the day he speaks. I want to see this low taken, this swing low right here. I want to see it close below this swing low. I might take one off the table if we don't, just because price won't be behaving the way I'm projecting it to. Okay, so we're equal, came equal with it. Watching the dollar, still making a higher high. I also want to see this hold price down. It shouldn't be green. It should. I want to close. Ooh, that's frustrating. I'm going to take one off the table. Also because NASDAQ isn't making that lower low. Right there. You can see we just came down, made a low. NASDAQ's not making that. I'm going to move that right there. It's just above the consequent encroachment of this wick and above this volume imbalance. Getting a little bit of like a decoupling between these two right now. I like how we reacted off that though. Watch how NASDAQ is pushing up. NASDAQ's making a higher high. Price is acting just a little finicky. That was definitely rushed to come on when I came on. I tried to enter there. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see. Usually when you have a silver bullet, if it it's part of like a buy program or a sell program. So if this was the silver bullet, it's kind of, it could be classified as one because you got your 5 handles off of it. But if price is behaving the way it should continue in that direction because a silver bullet is on its way towards liquidity. And we didn't really take any. We took this high, this swing high, but I don't think it's acting, price is behaving the way it really should. If we came below this fair value gap right here, I would like to try and use that as an inversion. But that's for shorts. For longs, I wouldn't want I would want to take a long until we closed above this high. Take these off now. Even this order block too, when price closes in like the bottom quarter of an order block, that's usually not a good sign. So the fact that it closed this low and then continued to go higher is another red flag. I want to see it close. That's what I was trying to aim for right here with this short. It pulled back a little more than I wanted to. Just some sloppy price. Let's try and we have one more trade for the day 'cause our limit is 3. So even though one of those trades wasn't really part of the model, that's unfortunate. Let's see what NQ is doing. Nasdaq still hasn't. No, it's making a lower low. Okay. Get me in. I'll go in at a market. Whoa, slow down there. The dollar's rising. I'm watching NASDAQ. I'm watching NASDAQ's lows. Notice how the hourly candle that's printing right now, its body didn't even close below that breaker. So still really sloppy price. Dollar still going higher. Got a little caught up in this pullback. You know what I should do with this price so sloppy, I should go for this, just this sell side. I'm gonna move this to break even. Actually, no, I'll keep it. Got to be careful of these wicks right here. What's NASDAQ doing? NASDAQ. It's getting caught up on that wick. I'll move this to break even just because like price is acting real sloppy. We have this wick right here. Could be holding off price. Yeah, see the bodies of the candles. This one at least stopped right at that consequent encroachment. I want to see this candle that's printing close below that consequent encroachment. Then I feel like this is a little more locked in. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of in some seek and destroy shit right now. Yeah. It would probably actually go lower. That stop should have really been above this candle, but this is really sloppy trading. I apologize for that, guys. Let's do a little, see what we ended the day. So we took that 350 loss when I hopped on. Got that. So it's like a 350 loss on the day. Yeah, it might come down for this sell side. Nasdaq's setting up some equal lows for that sell side. But after watching the way price delivered through all this, it's not really respecting much in terms of PD arrays, and it's like kind of whipping around. Like the dollar was consistently going up. I think it should have ran for the sell side a lot cleaner than it did. Yeah, there it goes. Damn. So, as you saw, I tried to get that limit order in right at the bottom of this fair value gap. We went up to it and just institutional order flow entry drill came away. And then I tried to market, and then I just market ordered because I was like, I know this price is sloppy right now. It's probably not going to come back. And that difference between that market and that limit, we probably would have got. If it triggered me in right there, I would have, might have got the 5 handles. Yeah, so we're taking that 5-minute low. I wonder if it's going to come back and run on us. Nasdaq also took that low. Let's see. Been some rough daily prints. It's really on the daily. Got some whips on. Weekly candle. That's printing how I want. Yeah, this low right here is pretty significant, so I don't know if it would take it today. Yeah, in hindsight, I was a little too finicky with my stop because I had the stop originally placed here. So, wait, was it? Yeah, no, where was it? It was originally placed here. And we would have got our delivery. Probably just gonna sit out. Well, we already took our 3 trades, so we're ending the day at about 350 in drawdown, which is fine. Came on a little haphazardly. I feel like I was just kind of in a little bit of a rush. Had some sloppy price action, and then those 2 losses kind of made me nervous, and I hugged the stop a little too tight. Got bounced out, and then it delivered. But hey, tomorrow's another day. And you can't get too mad too when price is kind of, when it delivers in a difficult manner and you take a loss. Winning is just, limiting your drawdown, because you're going to have drawdown. You're going to have like losing days. So, if price kind of delivers in a difficult fashion and you take a loss, that is going to happen. So what the real win that day is like saying like, oh, I'm proud that I didn't overtrade, try and win those losses back. That's why I have like the 3 trade limit that's like my daily limit. So we already took 3 trades. Why try and take another one if you could just wait for tomorrow for price to deliver a little cleaner? It'd kind of be chasing price too at this point. Now, looking back, I'm gonna go rewatch this live stream, but I had the draw right. I should have been a little more confident that we were gonna take these lows and not trail the stop loss. As soon as we broke and closed below this fair value gap, I thought we were gonna come for this low. And then it kind of delivered. This is where like the price action got really sloppy. It was like between here and here. But as we were printing, especially when we actually closed below this fair value gap, you can see we were moving higher on the dollar finally. And even this was a pretty strong pullback. But then when we entered like right here and I saw the dollar climbing, I should have been a little more confident that we were going to take these lows. I think it was those two losses kind of shook me a little bit. But it's fine. We'll get it back the later half of this week. Thank you for watching.